Hey guys, this is a new. Oh, let me make sure we're recording. Okay, this is a new type of video. It's just me, Boom Boom. I wow, this is really weird. I hate this. Herb gave me this idea. Well, I mean, everyone did, but they were all telling me that I should just do a solo video. You know, I should see it, check it out. I don't really want to, but here I am anyways. But what I mean is, Herb gave me an idea because he originally wanted to do just a Herb video. Just he plays a game that he loves, he finds beautiful, comforting, and he just plays and talks about how he's feeling. I'm gonna do something similar, but I'm not gonna go in depth about my life like that. I mean, no offense, guys. I'm talking to you guys as if like we have views and shit like that, which isn't really the biggest priority to me, anyways. I just enjoy doing this. But that kind of brings me into the first thing I wanted to talk about, which is like not that whole. Kind of brings me into the first thing I want to talk about, which was kind of what's going on with the channel. It's kind of awkward right now. Not that anyone's here to see the awkwardness, but it's kind of awkward right now. Originally, we wanted to do a couple videos a month, and that's looking more like one video a month. But it's just, we have a lot of things going on, a lot of change of plans and stuff like that. Originally, this YouTube channel, all the way with Poppy's Playtime, was just me and Herb. We tried to, in that video, I even said that we tried to do this multiple times. This is not our first time attempting YouTube, but you know, we gave it our best, and for a while, me and Herb had to take a break because I ended up moving. I moved in with my girlfriend, and so I kind of took a pause, and if I'm being honest, I kind of got lazy because I was like, okay, you know, I'm trying to settle in, blah blah blah, but I don't know. There's wait, hold on. Oh, god damn it! Give me 1 second. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I got lazy. And that's I mean, whatever, it happens. I'm not even too worried about that. I'm not beating myself up about that. But right before we left, we were gonna do it with Max. Little thing about Max is he's a bit inconsistent sometimes. That's okay. I mean, we can't even fault him. He has a kid. You know, we ain't gonna give him that much. But the problem is, we need somebody that could be here. And you know, we have our good friend Vess. Me, Ice Galaxy, and Vess tried to do one a while ago. It didn't work out. We just ended up wasting money. It was a big old mess. But Vess offered to, instead of being a part of the channel, edit for us. They started editing one of the videos, and then they got swamped with school, and they were like, hey, I can't do this right now. And I was like, okay, that's totally fine. We also had Ice Galaxy join us, but by the time that I was moving, and the time that he joined and I moved and all that, was just kind of like it just lined up to the point where he didn't even get to be in any videos, really. Enough rambling about all this, but essentially we came back, and Ice Galaxy came up to me, and he's like, we can do this. We can revive it. Let's not let this die. And I was like, yeah, but me and talked to Herb about that. And one thing about Herb is he doesn't like wasting his time. If he feels like something's going to be a waste of his time, he wants to cut it right there. You know, and that's honestly one of the things I gotta commend Herb for, because that's a very hard thing to do, especially when you've told people you're going to commit to something. But if this is no longer beneficial for you, if you can no longer do this, you shouldn't be forced to have to, just so that way like you can keep them happy, but then you're going to be struggling in life, so it's just not worth it. But we convinced her back onto it, and we're like, no, we can do this, brother, like it's okay. In fact, Ice Galaxy convinced Herb to actually edit, and I was like, oh, that's great. You know, I originally I didn't want him to because I was worried he'd get too swamped with school and stuff, but yeah, he convinced him to edit and all that, and it was great. Things started to die down a little bit. That's when we posted BioShock Part 1, and we are going to start posting BioShock Part 2. But shit just kind of happened. You know, Ice Galaxy got really busy. Herb got really swamped with stuff. It's okay. You know? I mean, this is stuff that we've already hashed out. We've already talked about. It's chilling. You know, it's nice, honestly. It's nice that we've talked about it and stuff. But now we're at a point where I was for a little bit just the only editor and the only person like doing stuff other than showing up to record, because like they were like, hey, I am so sorry, I really can't put in the time for this. And so I gave the suggestion of like, hey, for now, why don't I just run the channel? And like, you know, like I would still enjoy to have you guys come on and play. Like, you know, because that's the whole point of this. The whole point of this channel was to you know, enjoy some time with my friends, and honestly, show them and you guys some of our favorite games. You know, there's games that I love that only me and my brothers know, or even just ones that only I know. And you know, I've never had anyone to share them with. I thought this channel would be a pretty cool way to do that. You know, share them with you guys. I thought that could be something cool. But yeah, like I said, they got really busy, and that's okay. But they were like, yeah, honestly, like you're doing all the work, like you're really taking care of this. That's okay. Make this your thing. And I was like, okay. It's like, that sounds good. Problem is, I'm now at a point where I'm at that point. I have, it is just my thing right now. And I'm not quite sure what to do. I mean, I know what to do, but it's kind of hard to, oh, new puppy. It's kind of hard to really figure out what direction I want to go now, because the whole point was doing this as a group. And Ice Galaxy told me like what he thinks would be best was at first he gave the idea of him streaming for the channel, and it wasn't the worst idea, honestly. I was okay with it at the end, but I think there's a, you guys didn't see that. Oh my fucking god. Honest to God, 100% forgot I was in hardcore, and I just started walking around talking. Yeah, he suggested the idea of streaming, and there was a bit of a misunderstanding, because what I thought he meant was, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. But Ice Galaxy said that instead he's going to try and stream for his own channel, which he's had a channel before. It was under the same name, Ice Galaxy. He's gonna be changing his name now to Icy Hot, and I believe he's gonna be streaming on Twitch on his days off whenever he has free time. And I was like, well, are you going to be streaming for the Bros by the Bros or just that one? And he's like, just that one. And, you know, he was saying that, you know, we're great friends. We're amazing friends. But as business partners, sometimes we don't agree with ideas. And honestly, because I have the time to be putting in the work for stuff like that right now, he was like, make it your channel. And I've heard it from Herb, from Ice Galaxy, from Vest, from all of them. I should just fucking do it by myself. What am I waiting for, dude? Let's play it, you know? Markiplier this shit. Two problems with that. I don't think I'm that funny. Look at me now. I'm sitting here fucking talking to you about Minecraft. Kill me. But no, I don't think I'm that funny to be watched by myself. I feel like I'm a good commentator. I'm a good player too. Sad to say. But yeah, I don't think I would be good by myself. With that aside, that was also not the whole point of this channel. The whole point was I wanted to spend time with my friends. I wanted to record some funny shit. You almost parted to me there. You almost me too me there. No, I'm cutting that out. But another big part of it was the whole point of this channel was I wanted to be with my friends. It's a spot that me and my friends, me and my bros, if you will, can just come and chill. We're chilling. We're enjoying each other. We're chilling. We're enjoying each other's company. We're sharing our favorite games with each other. Like, we're just having a good time, and that was the whole point of this channel. It's for us to hang out. But not only that, a while ago Herb talked to me about community, and he goes, Jacob, do you know what? Son of a bitch. Of course, there was a fucking zombie in full copper armor. Why the fuck wasn't there, right? Like, what? Like, what? Of course, right? You're in the fucking savannah biome. Of course, there's gonna be a zombie fucking decked out in full copper armor, dude. Fucking with the copper dildo ready to shove it at my ass. All right, this is a beautiful scene. Yeah, Herb goes, Jacob, have you ever heard of community? And I was like, well, yeah, of course I know what the word community means. And he's like, no, a group of people, you know, it's a community together. And he was like, oh, like, yeah, but what context are you talking about here? And he was like, you know, a lot of people have community, and it's what he was telling me was he struggled very hard to find a community. I was like, well, what about your family? Family doesn't count. They're your family. They have to want you. I mean, sometimes they don't, so it doesn't even matter. But family is they're almost obligated to. And I was like, well, what about your girlfriend? And he was like, girlfriend's kind of a different case. It's like, it's a case of community where you're building trust with this life partner. It's not a group of people. And so I was like, well, what about us? And he was like, it's been very known with my friends that it's everyone kind of just like hanging out for me. Like, I mean, a very, very couple of them will just, like, you know, hang out with each other, but not even really. It's usually if I'm there, it's like everyone else is going. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Another fucking cut there. No, and I mean, he fucking community with your family is not the same because there's almost an obligation. Community with your girlfriend or your partner isn't the same. Kill myself. Hello? Community with your family isn't necessarily the same. Because fuck me, bro. What the fuck? Can I have one break? One fucking break. Community with your family isn't the same. Because they're almost obligated. They kind of have to, you know? Community with your girlfriend's family, your partner's family isn't the same because that's a special relationship that you build. That's not a group of people that you can just go to and hang out and share interests or exchange thoughts. And I was like, well, what about us? And it's pretty clear, you know, like it's everyone just kind of comes to hang out with me. I'm not to my own horn. No, but seriously, it's everyone else just kind of they vibe with each other. But I don't know. I always make the joke that I'm the glue that holds everyone together, but no one really wants to be held together. So I'm just kind of the glue that's on the floor that you fucking step in and you're like, ugh. But the point that I'm getting at with this is, it dawned on me after we started this that because I think it was Ice Galaxy that asked me, why are you doing this? Why you want to do this, you know? He was just curious on why I wanted to do this. And I really couldn't give him an answer other than I like it, you know? This is something I like. Thinking more on it. it goes back to that sense of community that Herb was talking about. Just the idea that I can build a group of people, a fan base of people that similar humor, likes, interests. I can share my video games experiences with you guys. Can share it with us. You know, just suggest a game for us to play, whatever it may be. Like it's such a cool and fun idea to have, to be like, I have a group of people that like all the same things I do. I can talk to them about. I can disagree with, but obviously one that has to grow to begin with. So far, it's, you know, all fucking, I don't know how many subscribers, 13? It's all 13 of our moms that we have subscribed to our YouTube channel right now. We don't have 13 moms. It was a fucking joke. But yeah, the point still stands of, like, it's really turned into nothing at the moment, which I'm okay with. Because even the thought that, like, some random person watched this and they're like, hey, that's kind of funny, you know, or hey, you know what, I'm gonna watch more of this, or even just like, even if they learn one thing, I think that'd be good enough. Herb always said that too when we were recording. He's just like, Herb's not dead, by the way. I made this sound like Herb is dead. Herb's not dead. I'll just mind this. But Herb's always tried to also preach that, which is like, you know, I hope you're having a good day, guys. Like no matter what, as long as one person saw this and was like, you know what, that was pretty funny. They got to laugh at it. They got to even a chuckle. Who cares? But and I think we all want that. And even though, like I just stated, I'm gonna be kind of taking over. Well, I guess I'm gonna be taking full custody, I guess. No matter what, even though that, like, Ice Galaxy and Herb aren't gonna be as involved anymore. I say as involved, but they're still gonna be as involved for you guys, just not me. They still do care, like, about, like, and by this point in time, a video with Vess should be out. And so, just to explain who Vess is, Vess is, like I said, they edited for us when me and Herb were first starting out, and then also they're a good friend of ours too. And so we're gonna start introducing Vess into videos and stuff like that, because before they were just editing videos for us. They were even editing videos from like of me and Ice Galaxy and all this. But at first they want to stay in the shadows, but honestly, I feel kind of bad having them back there. And I would like to bring them forward and acknowledge how much I appreciate them, and how much, you know, I actually do like spending time with them. And that goes for all the guys, all the ones you guys have seen. Anyone else, I'll mention you later if you come up. But yeah, no, it's you know what, we're gonna do a little segment here on my own talk show. No, I can really commend Herb for at least being honest, you know, throughout the whole thing, of just like, you know, he can and can't do this. And honestly, I'm gonna say giving it his best shot, you know. And not to mention, he's a real funny guy. He's awesome to hang out with. I've known him for maybe like 16 years now. He's awesome, dude. And honestly, I am pretty excited to see how everyone grows with this channel, to see, like, you know, our humor and shit we play and all that. Ice Galaxy, I really gotta commend him for, honestly, like, how do I describe this? Being able to push us, because like I said at the very beginning, he really pushed Herb to even edit. And honestly, he got me back on this horse, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I would have been at this point where I feel comfortable enough to continue the channel on my own if it wasn't for him pushing me. I don't think I could have done that without, you know, his motivation, or his motivation, him motivating me, sure. But not only that, I appreciate all the support that he has given and he will give to the future. I mean, like I said, he's still down to record with me. All these guys are. All of them are still down to record with me. So I honestly appreciate that from everyone. And Vess, I appreciate you. Well, I didn't address anyone else's you. Vess, I appreciate that they really stick their neck out for us and this channel. That from the very beginning, they're swamped in school and they're like, brother, I will edit for you till the day that I die. And honestly, I really like their edits. They were doing amazing. But then they got swamped with school, which is okay. You know, this shit ain't first priority. There's nothing too important happening here. This will always be here. You know, especially now it's on the internet. But yeah, I gotta think how much you've actually helped us. I think right here's a nice spot. How much you've actually helped us, and just how much effort you put into a lot of the shit you do. It really is appreciated. I do appreciate it. So honestly, I want to thank all the guys. You know, whether you're gonna be here, whether you're gonna slightly be here, whether I'm not gonna see you, I appreciate it. You guys have all helped on this journey that is honestly still just begun. But I think I had Herb ask me a couple times if I think there's potential here for anything. Do I feel like I'm wasting my time? And I told him no. I don't really feel like I'm wasting my time. Because I like doing this. I honestly just like chilling here and being able to play video games and record for you guys. I feel like that's an awesome thing to do. And I don't mean awesome like, oh my god, I'm a YouTuber. I mean awesome as in like, this is it's a really nice feeling to edit and make edit that I'm like, oh man, I hope this makes somebody laugh, and being able to feel like I can talk to somebody, you know. And I know I said earlier that I wouldn't be good at solo shit. If it's emotional solo shit, brother, hold up. Sign me up as fucking Dr. Finn. Sign me up as somebody else. I don't know. But comedy shit, which is, I guess, mainly what we do. But I don't know. I'm just happy I actually have this platform to share it on, even though there's nobody standing. I'm given a stage with nobody to listen to. And yet, I must commend the people that have helped me now. So thanks, guys. Alright, we'll call it there. What the fuck you looking at?